space. Techmarine grouping. Techmarine 20 Boanerges and the Watery Deep from Techmarine Bottom Feeders. KPG TBF line album line press release. TBF line album line press release.
Yeah, hey there. This is Blind Guy Doing Stuff, aka LBIP, and this is a Blind Guy music review. Today we are reviewing a new release, a full-length LP called Techmarine Bottom Feeders, Boanerges, and the Watery Deep. And I got the press release up here, and you can read through that just for a minute. And then we'll be checking out the album art and where you can get this release, and talking a little bit more about the Techmarine Bottom Feeders. So thanks for checking out our review, and much appreciated to EPMMUSIC for giving us permission to do this review. Thank you. Press release kind of talks about where this project came from. This is a project between Paris the Black FU and Luxus Varta, and they're doing this project together, and this is the third or fourth release by them. They've had 2 EPs before this, and now this is their first full-length LP. It has a couple tunes like this, sort of intro kind of sounds with some IDM influences. We're going to go on to the next tune. This is We Cannot Help You. It's got a good electro beat to it.
We left messages in our what we would call footprints, detailed instructions and endpoint specifications on how to build the weapon. We did not use the words we gave you to enable you to detect the signs leading you to the message we cannot help you.
You can get this on some of their previous EP, and it has an Exotics remix of this tune, which is really good. You can check out a review I did on that over at electrickingdom.net. And here up on the screen we got a picture of the Techmarine Bottom Feeders. Let this play for a minute, but we won't be playing the full songs on this. Let a good vocal sample come through of it, so you can kind of hear the gist of it. Paris vocals on this, just excellent theme, and really follows through with the feeling of the whole thing on this music. Definitely does not abandon the project as far as the vision.
Detailed instructions and endpoint specifications on how to build the weapon. If you did not use the lens we gave you to enable you to detect the signs leading you to the message we cannot help you.
So the next tune is called Out of Water, Out of Time. And you can kind of imagine what that's all about. And it kind of gets to one of the underlying plots of this whole release is it's all about humans having to move underwater because of mutations caused by genetically engineered foods. This is a much more sort of acidic techno kind of tune. Still stays true to that electro sound though. Heavy synth, lots of bass. This tune is really, it's got a really gritty edge to it.
Techmarine Light PDF line album line press release CD. Windows Media Player line Techmarine line Bottom line Feeders line dash line Boanerges ODF 20 Boanerges and Watery Deep PDF line album line art PDF line.
So now we got a picture up of the album artwork. This is a digital and streaming release. Although I suspect sooner or later this will be coming out with some physical vinyl releases.
PDF line album line press release not left parent free cash only right parent left. Windows Media Techmarine line 04 line tons line of line thunder of F.
So next up we're going to play a tune called Sons of Thunder.
Now playing.
This is sort of getting into the plot of the whole entire release. And if you go over to electrickingdom.net and read my interview with Paris the Black FU on this whole entire project, it's really a science fiction-y based release. One of the great themes in electro music is science fiction, as we all know. And Paris says that he got his love for science fiction from his dad, watching him read a lot of science fiction books. And has had this project in the back of his mind for years, and it's just now sort of getting around to having the equipment and the meeting up with Luxus and getting it done. Really sounds good.
Techmarine line 05 line constructing line a lot.
Next up, we have a tune called Constructing a Powerful Enemy.
Now playing. Techmarine TBF line album line press release OBS 20 Boanerges and the water Boanerges and the.
And here we have up on the screen where you can get this at Beatport. We'll be going through a couple other places you can get this here in a minute, but Beatport has it there. And it kind of goes over some of the other releases that these guys have.
Clickable more from this label heading left link more line from line label line list with link 2 million link unlabeled traffic 1F0 at 2,800 and the Proud Trader link.
So the Proud Trader.
Techmarine Bottom Feeders visited link. Christian Modal link. Adam link. Techmarine Bottom Feeders visited link.
It's got some of the other stuff. It's got the other releases has Dando remix and Christian Vogel remix on it, along with a couple tunes off of this, but a lot more sort of heavy EDM sounds on the previous EPs.
Christian Vogel, Adam link, EPMMUSIC link, D559 CC50.
You guys are kind of getting a picture of how inaccessible Beatport is. But that's not a video about this. We're not doing a video on that, so we'll kind of just skip over that.
Windows feed, Techmarine line, bottom line feed, Techmarine line 06 line, the line scientists line were like.
So the next up is a tune called The Scientists We're Just Being Scientific.
Now playing.
Just kind of goes to the point, sometimes scientists do things that are really awesome and scientific, but can go to being used for bad things. And as you can hear, Paris and Luxus just do a masterful job of catching the vibe of that song title. We all know something is a little creepy going to be going on with that song title, and then with the minor keys and the keyboard work, It just really captures what this album is all about. This tune especially really gets to the Proud Trader theme and plot.
Techmarine Boanerges and the Watery Deep Boanerges and the Watery Techmarine Bottom Feeders dash Boanerges and the list with Techmarine Bottom Feeders link heading level Boanerges and the Watery Deep heading level 2.
So up on the screen I have where you can get it over at Boomcat Records, and you can also buy this stream digital release there.
Windows Media Player Techmarine line bottom Techmarine line 07 line the line vision line left line. Now playing.
This tune is actually called The Vision, and you can go down on my YouTube channel, Blind Guy Doing Stuff on YouTube, and find premiere this, The Vision. I really like this too. It's a 4x4 techno tune, and it's just really hardcore to put into a mix. You can also check out some full-length, me playing full-length versions of these tunes on my show on globalfunkradio.com. You can go down the YouTube video list there and find Techmarine Bottom songs all peppered throughout my shows over the past 6 months. Probably my favorite project going on right now in electro. I'm just really anxious to see where this all ends up.
Taking you deeper.
Techmarine line bottom line feeders line dash line Boanerges Techmarine line 08 line track my line offline. Start tech.
Kind of takes a minute to kick in on this version. That's one thing on all these different releases. They have a couple overlapping tunes, but they definitely do different versions. So you don't get the same tune twice. So it's different remixes, different versions of it.
The Vision.
The Vision. That goes back to the plot of this lens and this weapon that they received, and talks about how to use it in this tune, The Vision.
Now playing.
This tune starts out, it kind of sounds kind of soft, but in a second it really shifts down into a more hardcore gear. Nice syncopated electro beat on this one.
Techmarine line 09 line sunflower line experimentation line.
Really nice full-length LP here. The tunes do not degrade as you go further into the LP. Every one of them is good.
Now playing.
Really like the breakdown on that last tune. Doom, 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 doom. It just keeps going like that. It just keeps better and better. I think you can find that on my last show. I played that. You can find the full-length version.
Techmarine 10 line the line proud line traitor. 09 line sons line offline experimentation 10.
So this is Sons of Experimentation. Sort of a down-tempo-ish tune.
10 line per line, crowd line, traitor line, S line, demise not empty.
But again, it's down tempo, but it definitely doesn't have a down tempo vibe to it. Just more dystopian sounds. This is the world the Techmarine Bottom Feeders inhabit. It just kind of sounds like it could be our future. They really capture sort of what's going on now and some of the things that could happen in this LP.
Now playing. Techmarine 11 line for line lens line gateway dot. Windows meet Techmarine Bottom Feeders dash Boanerges and the Watery Deep dash Boomcat Techmarine Bottom Premiere colon.
So here we have a premiere, the Out of Water, Out of Time, that you can listen to, and you can find it. I have it up here on the screen. You can find that here at this website, and then you can hear the whole full-length version of the tune before you buy the LP. Definitely played this tune on the past show. I played it on 2 shows, I think. So check out Freebase Radio on Glow Funk Radio, and you can hear this tune.
Techmarine line bottom line, Techmarine 12 line line groundless, 11 line for line lens line gate.
So the next tune is called The Lens, The Gateway.
Now playing.
And this is really getting into the plot again. And then we have one more tune called A Groundless New World, which, in my opinion, is one of the best tunes out in 2020. The end of the tune, well, I'll talk about it here in a minute. Let's check this one out.
Techmarine 12 line groundless line. Windows meet Premiere colon. Premiere colon.
Really liking this.
Spotify.
Here's where you can find this on Spotify. And I'm assuming you can find it on Pandora too. I need to add it over to my Pandora playlist. I've never used Spotify, but you can listen to all these releases on Spotify. Please put that into your rotation because the artist does get paid. Although it's not a lot.
Techmarine line, Techmarine 11, 12 line.
So the last tune on here is called A Groundless New World.
Now playing.
And when I first heard this tune was back in January, February, and it really hit me with what was going on and everything going on. It has the water sounds and everything. We live up here in the Northwest, and there's a lot of news on the orcas and everything going on all the time. This tune, first time I heard it, really at the very end, and I'm not going to let it play to the end. You're going to have to go by it to hear the end of this song. But the first time I heard it, I have to admit I almost got a little teary-eyed. The end has a piano and synth in it that is just amazing. I don't know who did it, Luxus or Paris, but it is just awesome. The way it sounds, I don't want to guess who did it, because Luxus has some piano in his music and Paris has some in his music, so I just don't know. But the end of this tune is just amazing. In the beginning too, throughout this whole tune, it has some guitar in it, which I'm pretty sure Luxus did the guitar.
Techmarine line pocket iron dash pocket. Boanerges and the Watery Deep by Techmarine Bottom Feeders on MP3. Wow.
So here's where you can get it over at Juno. Like sounds like the beginning of some movie or something. Oh, and the bass on this tune is just amazing. It's just big bass on it too. It's like a little tune as far as the tempo, but just huge bass. I think I'm going to fast forward it to the end so you can just kind of hear it. I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek of it.
Now playing. Techmarine Bottom Feeders, TTS line out of 10, Windows medium player icon 1 of 4, Cruise list and seat size of 100, 100, 200, 200, 200 and 210, 302.0408.
The tune kind of winds down, and this is what you get at the end.
329.674.
I don't know how long it is, but it's a long part of this. It sounds like this, and it is just amazing. So we're going to fade out. This is Techmarine Bottom Feeders, Boanerges in the Watery Deep, Blind Guy Music Review. Thanks for checking out our music review. Next up, we're going to be doing DVS Enemy's new release, and some other ones too. Some non-electro stuff coming up. Big shout out to Techmarine Bottom Feeders and EPMMUSIC for letting us do this release over here at Blind Guy Doing Stuff YouTube channel. The robot voice you hear on the screen is NVDA, my screen reader. Thanks for checking that out. And go get this release. You're going to have to get it to hear the rest of this. It is still going in my headphones, and it is just awesome. So thanks for checking this out. My name is LBIP, Blind Guy Doing Stuff. See you next time.